Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So today we're back, not on the KRX, that is in the next video. I got all the parts to get that ready for the dunes here in the next week or so. But today is my fast flip on a golf cart. So like I said in my previous video, kind of took a break from YouTube doing just life, and I found I like flipping golf carts. Now a lot of people flip cars, houses, SUVs, trucks, side-by-sides, whatever. I found my niche is kind of golf carts and a fast flip. So what does a fast flip mean to me? Well, honestly, it takes a week. It takes a week because that's how long it takes me to get a new title. The state of Arizona, you cannot go down and get a title issued that day. So I can take the old title in. It's a $4 fee, and they will send you a new title in the mail when they process it. So it is down, I have it down to a science of 1 week. So what do we have here? Well, I think it's an 86 or something. I don't have the title. It'll be here today. Melex golf cart. Nothing real fancy, just a good quality golf cart. We're obviously going to lose this window. I'll give you a quick walk around here. But I have done nothing to this golf cart other than put air in the back tire, which again is flat. So I need to figure out why that's leaking. So a fast flip, what does that mean to me? Again, I got to buy a golf cart for $200 to $300. It's got to be in quality kind of condition. I know it's going to need some work, but it's got to have a title. So in Arizona, pretty much anything 50 cc's or above, golf carts, electric, is all street legal. You get a license plate for it. Street legal in Arizona, street legal. The two golf carts behind me are street legal. So let's jump right into this. Let me give you a quick walk around and let's figure out what we're going to do. One reason I pick them up so cheap is that you're kind of rolling the dice. I don't know if it runs. Now I have ordered a couple parts, so I already have some parts here that I will use, but let's go ahead and do a quick walk around. So walking around this, it's pretty simple. We're obviously going to get rid of this windshield. It is cracked. They got some tack screws here. Our lights are loose, but that'll tighten up pretty easy. Obviously needs a polish. Now these golf carts here, that's all metal. And it did come with the charger, but this is the worst part of it. I think they look like someone took grandma's old curtains and made seat covers out of them. I've had some people look at the golf cart, friends have come over, and it's 50-50. Some people say it looks cool and they like it, it matches the golf cart, and some people are like, wow, that is really hideous. We're gonna keep it because it's in good condition. So underneath the seat, this is an older style golf cart. I'll explain that here in a second, but there is no computer at all. That's where the charger goes. We have a cut wire there. So nothing too big that we can't handle. Coming around back, brake lights. Looks like somebody added this. I don't know if it originally came with this cart. And I say that because of the type of screws that's held in with. The roof is in good condition. Overall, not a bad little cart. Obviously, we need to get some new battery cables. Funny thing is, here's a Haagen-Dazs container. So I'm already making money there. That came with the golf cart. It sat right there. So not too bad at all. All right, so let's jump right into this. Now, some items on here I'm pretty sure it's gonna need. One of them is going to be this switch here. This is a momentary on switch that is normally off. And that's because down on the brake pedal, somebody has added brake lights. Now I don't know about the lights because I haven't hooked batteries up. We may need some light bulbs. The other thing is, again, I buy everything as cheap as I can. We need ignition. The ignition in this has no keys. These are like 12, 13 bucks on Amazon. So when I am done with this, I will break down exactly how much I have into this cart and then how much I will sell it for. So like I said, title will be here today. That means I can list it tomorrow, so I gotta get it done today. Plus I want some room back in my garage. I gotta get this going because I have the dune trip here in about 10 days. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start putting batteries in this thing and see if we can even get it to run. So I'm gonna put the batteries in. For those of you wondering, I did find the charts online. So it kind of just tells you, here's my resistors and where the batteries go. Real simple. Again, you're going to connect these in series, meaning positive, negative, all the way through to make it 36 volts. So each 6 volt battery, 6 times 6 is 36. It's actually a little bit more, but let me go and get these in, and we'll get some battery cables made. Batteries are in. Looking at the wiring diagram I found, it's not identical. I'll make it work and I'll show you what I mean in a second. But before I can figure out if this cart actually runs, and I wasted $220 on it, I gotta make some battery cables. Now, I said I do everything as cheap as I can. I picked up a kit of this stuff. It's got the different connectors, the heat shrink there, and the cable for like 45, 46 bucks, shipped, you know, same day to my house with 50 foot of cable. All right, so as you can see, all the batteries are in. We're gonna start making the cables. Now, I know this is the positive cable, and on my diagram, it's supposed to go to this block here. It doesn't reach. I could make a new cable, but that doesn't matter, because this is the negative cable here. On my diagram, it's supposed to go to that over there. I'm gonna end up putting it right here. So that'll be the start of my circuit. This one will be the end of my circuits. Essentially positive, negative all the way through to make 36 volts, and then hook those other wires up. That'll be a little bit trickier part because I know that the lights on here are 12 volts, and I'll show you how you do that. Most golf carts, the common ones, have a step down from 36 volt to 12 volt, 48 volt to 12 volt, something like that. Being that this is an old resistor style cart with solenoids, and what I mean is there's a coil right down there, you probably can't see it, with the resistors. There's a solenoid there, there's another one under there. It doesn't have a computer like my other two carts, which makes these things dead reliable. Sometimes the solenoid goes out, they're like 25 bucks. So let me get these cables made. Now, how do I make the cables? Well, quick, well, let me show you. I've showed you in the past. I got my connectors, I got my battery terminal machine, so you just basically put it in there. And then you smash it. So here's one I've already made for something else. You just smash it, comes with the heat shrink, and make sure you get everything heat shrinked, and you are good to go. All right, so all the batteries are wired up. Everything's still hand tight. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that and how it's in 36 volts. I still gotta hook the 12 volt system up. I'm assuming everything's gonna work. Haven't gotten that far yet. So let me show you how it's wired up in 36 volt, and then I'll show you the 12 volts. Put everything on and see if it actually moves forward and back, if the lights come on, and we'll go from there. Okay, so looking in here, here's my start. There's no, we go positive, negative, to the positive, to the 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 negative, to the positive, back to the negative. Now, like I said earlier, that makes 36 volts, 6 times 6. Now let me show you how the charger is set up also, and I'll do the 12 volt system too. So here is your crow's foot style charger. This side right there says a negative, this is a positive. So this wire here will go onto here for the start of the 36 volt system, because it's a 36 volt charger. This wire is going right there. Now all these bolts or nuts are hand tight right now. Now for the 12 volt system, I'm going to assume is this wire here. This, with fuse, will go right here. And then this will go right here to this negative. I'll take that off. So you'll have this positive to negative, to the positive to the negative. So that actually isolates just those two batteries for a 12 volt circuit. Now, the reason all the new golf carts do a 36 volt like inverter, converter step down, or 48 volt step down to 12 volts is the fastest way to kill your batteries is to run off only 2 or 4 batteries, not running the full 36 volts. Now this thing's got some headlights. You're not really gonna drive it at night, so it will be fine. Now there's one more wire I wanna hook up, and I just know this from past experience on dealing with these metal golf carts. The other golf carts I got right now are all fiberglass, but this one is actually a metal body, and you need to ground the body to the batteries to have a negative. So let me show you. If you look right here, there's a broken wire, and look at that. It probably goes there. Now this, I can't deal with because you got 8 inches of wire, and it's 2 pieces. So I went ahead, got a piece of scrap wire right here. It's way overkill. It is solid core, so it's gonna be a little harder to bend. I'll replace this wire with this one. I'm gonna get all the wires tightened down because the fastest way to melt something or cause a fire is to have a loose battery connection. I will get these 12-volt wires and this ground right here put on, and then we'll see if it runs. Okay, everything's hooked up. Let me grab the old multimeter and let me show you how this works. So I'm on automatic voltage. If I go to my positive here, my negative, I'm at 38.32 volts. Now if I go here, my positive, to where this negative is here, I'm at 12.73. So that's how you get it, your 12 volt. I'm going to assume this is the headlights. And I got nothing. Could be bulbs. Okay, okay. I've got tail lights. Do I have brake lights? Let me see if I hit the button here. No, I don't. Actually, I just push a button through. So let's try this again. Get that. So, typically the buttons go bad. So I sit outside, and let's also check the headlights. I do have another button, and I'm pretty sure I have some bulbs for these lights because the same lights I used on 2 other carts. So let's go and look for those. Let me show you I found this second one didn't even have a bulb in it. But how I can explain this to you is, you see there's only one wire coming out, and it goes down there. Because I grounded it to the body, this is metal, it grounds through right here. The brace is the ground, this one's loose, and then it only has your positive wire coming up. So that's how these old metal golf carts work, how I knew it needs to be grounded to the body or it'll just not work. So now you can see I have both lights right there. Next thing I want to do is we're going to flip those off. And we're going to disconnect this switch here, which is old because it's flatheads. And I'm going to put this one in here. All right, now that those are in, let's see. All right, you hit the button. So what you can see, look at that. All right, so on the controls of this, the headlights work, tail lights work, brake lights work. It goes forward, backwards. I got a flat tire. We'll put some air in that here in a second. I don't know if the brakes work. And there's one more switch I wanted to show you. So this switch right here, I don't know exactly what it does. Now I've had a couple other golf carts that have a similar switch, and basically it went from like turf mode or golf cart mode, golf course mode, to street mode, and it would go from like 12 miles an hour to 17, 18 miles an hour. I think that's what this is, but we're gonna have to try it out. So let's get some air in this tire. I'm gonna take this front windshield off and let's go for a drive and see how it actually handles and if it stops. All right, so first drive, we're out driving. Not too bad. Got the little speedometer app down there, so let's see. It's showing 14. So the next thing to do is get this thing cleaned up. So it's taking a little longer than I thought. I usually have 2 to 4 hours tops. I'm right at about 2.5 hours. And I also noticed that the brakes are a little soft. The pedal, you gotta go way down on the pedal to get them to engage. So I'll probably try to adjust that. All right, drove it up to the lake. Got some pictures, do a quick walk around, and then I will post it, and I will be bringing you right back, and we will see exactly what we sell it for. And I'll do a cost analysis breakdown. So here's a breakdown of what I spent on this cart. As you can see, it was $652 total. I sold the cart for $1,250 for a profit of $598. Not too bad for 4 hours worth of work.